everyone shows you profits that they're making doing Airbnb in Dubai, but that's not always the case. I'm going to show you the loss that we made while running an Airbnb in Dubai. Now, this was a studio, it was a rent-to-rent strategy, so we rented out the studio and then we put it on Airbnb and Booking.com. It was a studio in Business Bay, downtown, 20 minutes away from Burj Khalifa, so an absolute dream when it comes to location. So let's go through the numbers and then at the end talk about where we went wrong. So starting off with the revenue for the whole year, this is for the year in 2025, so from Jan to December. Right, revenue, 69,499.95. Then we've got expenses for the whole year. You've got your utilities, which is over 17,000. We've got our rent, which was for the whole year was 90,000. We paid this in 4 checks, so every quarter. So split this between 4 checks. Cleaning fee, every time everyone checks out, you have to get the place cleaned. Airbnb fee, all the bookings that were done through Airbnb, that's their fee. All the bookings that were done through Booking.com, we have to pay them a fee. DTCM, now this here is Dubai Customs, Tourism and Customs. Whenever you're doing Airbnb in Dubai, you need a permit and you have to pay these guys as a percentage. So that was the total cost for them, 1,750. Staging, as you all know, when you do Airbnb, you have to stage the place up, so 10,580. Stripe fee, all the direct bookings, that we have to pay a fee for that, 107.80. Right, total expenses, 137,306.63. That gives us a total loss of 67,806.68, which is about £13,797.64 for the whole year of 2025. Now, why did this happen and what we're doing about it moving forward and what's the lesson that we learned? Right, 2 main focuses that I talk about when it comes to Airbnb. Everyone thinks you make a lot of money from it. Yes, it is lucrative. However, 2 main things you've got to think about is saturated. Airbnb is highly saturated, high competition in certain areas, especially in Business Bay where we got hours, highly seasonal. So when we say highly seasonal, the peak times for Dubai is between September and December, and then from January to May. These are the times where it's really cold. After that, things start to heat up, it gets warmer in Dubai, and people can't really go out. They don't want to go out, and people don't really want to visit Dubai. So those are the peak timings. Now, what we're doing to negate all of this is looking for areas where it's just not about tourism. So when we're looking at saturated areas, people mostly focus on places where tourists are going to go to. What we've learned from this is what you really want to do is go places where people are actually living there. So property is all about looking at people's behaviour, where they're actually going to live and where they're actually going to work, and where tourists are. You cannot just rely on tourists coming to your apartment and renting it out to Airbnb. What happens in the dead seasons? So that's why we've now looked at areas outside of tourist hotspots where people actually live. A lot of people come over to Dubai and they're setting themselves up, and this takes time. They can't get rental properly straight away, so they have to pay short-term lets before they can get onto the get their own properties, get themselves set up, get themselves a visa and an Emirates ID. Anyway, to learn more about which projects are good for Airbnb, just DM me directly and I'll help you out.